And we are live. Welcome, welcome everyone. We have an awesome live Q&A set up for you today. Super super exciting. We have none other than Carly here with us. It's always a pleasure to see her. She's such a ray of sunshine, and I'm so excited because she's going to be able to ask Talon and Dan questions about a recent deal that they've completed and kind of like the trials and tribulations that they went through with these deals, and also give you an opportunity to ask any questions that you might have about these deals or about creative financing in general. So definitely you're going to want to tune in and maybe take notes. And then if you do have those questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. My name is Alex. I am a part of Pace Morby's social team, and I'm just going to be helping out backstage here. So take it away, Carly.
Thank you, Alex. It's so good to see you, Alex. It's so
Good to
much fun.
see
I
you.
don't get to see you as much, so I'm so excited when I get to come on here. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. You're so kind. All right. Welcome, everyone. So, Taya, who puts these together, she gives me this beautiful outline on your deals, and I have not read it yet because I like to learn as we go, just like the audience. So, I know you guys both have been on Pace's podcast. And so everyone keep an eyeballs out for the full podcast. But we're going to talk about your guys' deals. Who wants to go first?
I could go first.
Let's do it. All right. Talon, welcome. Let us know who you are, where you're from, and what communities you're in, and what type of deal you're going to be talking to us about today.
Hi everyone. I'm Talon Henderson. I'm from Tacoma, Washington. The deal I'm talking about is a fix and flip I got going on in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Nice.
Um, yeah, it's a deal I picked up off market, no, on market from a wholesaler that couldn't wholesale the deal, so it got put back on the market. I ended up picking it up, me and my team out there in Arizona.
Nice. So you found it. So it's off. It was off market. It was on
Yes.
market, then it went off, and you bought it for yourself. You wholesaled it to yourself to do a fix and flip.
No, it was a wholesaler reached out to us about the
Got it.
deal and he couldn't close on it. It was priced too high for me. He wanted
Mhm.
590 for it and it was just priced too high, so he couldn't get it sold. And I ended up getting it for like what 475, 47 no 575. 575,
Nice.
570. Yes.
So, and for those of you guys that don't know, Scottsdale, Arizona is a great area. So you wanted to so tell me about it. How did you got it? What did you buy it for? You got it for 475. Did you borrow money? Did you pay for it? How'd you buy it?
Well, it was 575. We had
Yeah.
got it through. We got two loans on it. First position from Boomerang Capital,
Okay.
and second position from the Great Pace Morby. So,
You did. And what
yeah,
communities are you in Paces communities?
I'm in just a creative financing community, the public one,
Oh,
and
nice.
that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so you got it. You reached out to Pace. Pace was the second position. And let's see. Tell me all about this deal. What did you do? Did you end up selling it? Did you end up holding it? All that stuff.
Well, it's on the market right now. We're selling it. It's been on the market for about 25 days
Nice.
now. So we're selling it. I'm
Amazing.
I'm not into it to buy and hold right now. Just fixing, flipping, and wholesaling is what I'm doing right now.
And you're located, I was talking to you before, you're located in Tacoma, Washington, close to me.
Yes.
So let's talk about this. Are you physically doing this flip from Tacoma, Washington, in Arizona?
Yes. I have a team out there. I've been
Nice.
working with this real estate agent, Katina. She's great. She's been working with me for the past year and a half out there, and she actually connected me to this contractor out there. And
Nice.
I told her I was like, well, I would rather let's try do some fix and flips rather than wholesale, see if we can get something that way. And she connected me with him, and we talked, and we just partnered up and do a fix and flip. I get the fundings for it, do the underwriting, and him and his team fix it and repair it, and
Nice.
the agent sells it.
Yes. Okay. So that I love that you're doing it. My first flip was also from afar. And I love that you can do this from afar. So you have it. I just pulled it up. This is a cute little flip. I don't know if I can change my share my screen, but what do you have it sold for? And or what do you have it listed for? And what are you hoping to make on the project?
Well, we had it listed at 799. You can just round it up to 800,000.
Nice.
The profit on that was 60K, around 65K on that. We just dropped
Nice.
it 10K because we're trying to hurry and get this sold so we get on to the next one.
Do you want to say the address so you can maybe plug your is anybody in the chat buying a beautiful house in Scottsdale? Do you want to say the address or is that illegal
Um,
on the internet?
I don't think that's illegal.
Okay.
Uh, 6829 East Monterey Street, Scottsdale,
Nice.
Arizona.
That's awesome. Okay, so let's talk about is this your first deal, second deal, third deal, fourth deal? How did you get started in real estate? What's your journey like?
Well,
Um,
this is well, I would say this is my first deal, but it's not my first property. My first
okay.
property was a land contract that I had got out there in Michigan. That was my first property I had grabbed. And
Nice.
yeah, I just called the on market home and just asked her if I could buy it directly off her and went out there and she ended up letting me get the house. This is my first deal though, my first fix and flip property though.
I love it. I love that your first one was from afar because everyone gets super scared about that. So it's your first one. And then how did you even get into real estate? How did you what got Talon here?
I started studying real estate when I was incarcerated.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, I went to prison when I was 23, got out when I was 30, and the whole time I was incarcerated, I just studied real estate, fixing flips, and just read books about investing and stuff like that.
I
When
love
I
it.
got out in 2016, I got out October. Um, I was told about this group called Renatus. That's another real estate community. That's my first community I joined before I met found Sub 2, and I was working with them for a little bit, didn't get nowhere really. Was still by myself, so just was there watching YouTube videos, and Pace came up, and let me see what he's talking about.
I love it. What made you of all the things you could study while you were incarcerated, what made you want lean towards real estate investing?
I like to work with my hands, so I always I had this thing about building houses when I was younger, so I was like, fix and flip would go great with that because something I can enjoy doing that won't feel like work.
That's the best.
No,
That's the key to being happy in life. The
yeah,
way you make money should not feel like work
should
because
not
it's
feel
really
like
tough.
work. You'd be
So
happy
and
to
the,
do it.
I love it. And then you got out and you're like, I'm putting all of this knowledge to work. How long did it take you to get your first deal? From
From 2016 to February 20th this year.
I love it. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, I just got started," and it doesn't. Your first deal, it can take a while to get. So you got out on the 6th in 2016, and then you came
hmm
and you got your first deal on the 20th of this year.
Yep,
That's
2025, February
that's
20th.
amazing. And what I love about that is you stuck with it because there was probably was there a big gap there where you were like super frustrated?
Oh yeah, frustrated. It's like I struggled a lot through this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I tried doing it by myself for a long, very long time. So I think that's what kind of held me back.
That really does. I struggled before I joined these communities with I call it the lone wolf syndrome. And you're just like, I'll just do it myself. I don't need anyone.
hmm
But you really need other people and other communities and Pace's money and wholesalers to help you bring the deal.
hmm
So that's amazing.
Yep.
What a great
Transaction coordinators and everything.
Yes. You cannot do this on your own.
There's no way.
How long did it
No way.
take before you're like, fine, I'm going to work with other people till you got your deal?
Um, I can't really call. I just remember just teaming up with Leonardo and just going at it, calling all the loan people, the private money lenders to try to get the fundings. Because at first I was trying to do it by myself, right? But I didn't have no experience. I had no my credit shot.
Yeah,
So it's like kept running to that brick wall. So it's like, well, I got to team up with somebody that has the credentials that I don't have.
exactly.
So
That's what everyone says the key to success is. Surround yourself with the people that you don't, with the stuff that you don't have, or the knowledge that you don't have enough of, or the resources. So, what would you tell someone that is just getting started in real estate, and they want to end up being like Talon and partnering with Pace and doing their first fix and flip?
I would just say just network, keep networking. Don't be scared to meet new people. And don't get discouraged of the no's because there's gonna be a lot of no's in this business.
Mhm.
I can't count how many lenders I spoke to that shot me down, told me no.
Yeah.
So
And then you finally got a yes. What's
hmm
next? So you've done your first fix and flip. It's on the market. Now what? Now what are you up to? How can people
um
connect with you? What can people bring to you? What are your goals? All those things.
well, next for me, I'm trying to get into buying and holding multi units. So that's where I'm trying to get. That's where I'm heading to. But we're gonna do this fix and flip and wholesaling for a little bit till we get there.
You'll get there.
Um, just Facebook, contact me on Facebook and Instagram. My Instagram's up there.
I love your name, Subteasy 365.
Oh, you like that? Thank you.
I love that. That's a really intentional name. I like it a lot. So Instagram is sub_TZ TEEZY 365. And what's your next deal? Are you looking for wholesalers to send you more fix and flips? What are you looking for and
Oh
where?
yeah, absolutely. If you're a wholesaler, you can send me deals in the Texas market, Georgia, anything out here in Washington or Arizona. Um, I'm looking to buy in all those areas, those
Nice.
states.
Well, amazing. Thanks for sharing your story with us, Talon.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to see you. And I'll see you at the Washington meetup on Friday. I
Yeah,
was
I'm there
talking
this
to Talon
Friday.
behind the scenes and I was like, we got to talk. You got some things
Mhm.
going on. So I'm excited to see you in real life on Friday.
Looking forward to seeing you too.
Yes. All righty. Thank you so much. Okay, Dan Gagliotti. I have not talked to you in real life, but your reputation precedes you in Gator. So I am in the best way possible. I hear you're doing amazing things. So I just like Talon, I did not read your story. So tell me who you are, where you're from, and what communities you're in of Paces.
Yeah, sure. So I'm from New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Um, I am in the Gator community, and after going to Squad Up, my dad pushed me to going into Owners Club. So I joined Owners Club.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah, I've kind of for me, you said explain the journey.
Yeah, what kind of deal is this? Or the journey? Yeah, tell us your journey actually, and then let's talk about the deal.
Okay. So my family had a background in real estate. My dad's cousin's father owns majority of the commercial real estate land in New Jersey on Route 46. So
Nice.
kind of in my blood. So I kind of got fed up at the beginning of 2024 with my 9-to-5 job. And I decided that I was going to try to do a fix and flip thing. And I joined a mentorship. It was called the Flip Secrets. I had some disagreements with them. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I don't have any background in it myself. Right.
Yeah.
So I was like just starting off, had no network, had nothing, which isn't a good place to be when you don't have any money to fix and flip and you just paid a lot of money to get into.
That's true.
So in May of 2024, I gave up and I was trying to figure out how I was going to pay this loan back. And in June, I had been following Pace on Instagram for quite some time. year. I don't know what made me do it, but I messaged Pace and I was like, hey, this is what I've been doing with fix and flipping. And I'm like stuck and I don't know what to do. He sent me a voicemail back, like a voice message back, like actually responding to me. So because he did that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend the last $3,000 that I had in my name on this, on the Gator community, and I'm going to see what happens. So I joined in. I got through the training in August, and I was, because I had the flip secret, so I had like a little funnel of people that needed EMD. So I had someone that needed EMD. Push came to shove. I met Jackson Pierce. Jackson was going to try to help me fund one of these EMD deals, and that kind of fell apart. And Jackson kind of watched me because I kept going. I kept reaching out. So Jackson kind of took me under his wing and introduced me to capital raising, and he kind of introduced me to his network of lenders. And then that was in like the end of August, and by September, I've found my first borrower. His name is Raphael, and he gets 15 properties under contract per month. And from October to today, I've raised over $2 million for him. I've 36 deals now. I brought over 20 lenders, and my private money lenders have made over probably close to like $500,000 in the last 6 months.
Oh
Man.
my God. Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, it did.
Whoa! I knew you were wheeling and
Come on.
dealing, but I didn't know you were doing that. That's okay. So pump the brakes. Let's go back. I love hearing this stuff. Okay, so you joined your last $3,000. You joined Gator. You met Jackson, great guy. Okay, and then you just like took off and just like everything just happened. So what is the deal that you were talking about today? Is it one of those deals?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear about this deal. Yeah.
So this was the first deal that so Raphael kind of sends me a list of properties. So he sends me about like 3 to 4. And depending on how many we get funded, then we move on to the next. So these were the first 3 properties that he sent me. And they're a little different, right? So they're co-living properties. So he has a very good strategy. He turns them into 6 to 8 beds, 2 baths. So it can be, if it's a six bed, 2 bath, it cash flows $6,000 a month. If it's an 8 bed, 2 bath, it cash flows $8,000 a month. And they had a track record. So they've been in the real estate game for 10 years. They've been doing the strategy for 5 years. They have long-term lenders, 9 different kinds of long-term lenders that will buy out the short-term lender's position. So really the only thing that was kind of holding him back here was the properties being sub 2 properties. So there was a little bit of, there wasn't much equity in the properties. So, with knowing all of that information, knowing that the borrower had a great background, he had a track record to bring with it too. Like right now, I could, if I had any lenders interested, I could provide a due diligence package of 20 HUDs in the last quarter.
It's a lot.
So it's like, it's very high performing, high moving. But because I had all that information and I had Jackson kind of help me out, I started reaching out to the lenders that we had. And the first lender that responded was Emily. And Emily funded it. And everything went the way that it should have been. She got monthly interest payments. A lot of the times they got paid early. She received her principal back, and then she ended up rolling it into another property. And that, out of all the lenders that I have brought, no one has complained. They've all gotten their monthly interest payments at least a day early. And the first 5 or 6 lenders that I brought have all gotten their principal back, and everything went so well that they just rolled it back into another property.
Amazing. You're like, it's like a fairy tale. I love this. It's so amazing. So this one, I love this one because Emily, I know who Emily is. Pace interviewed her in the Gator Method, and you guys wasn't that her first deal? Wasn't that both of your guys' first deal together? Or no?
So it was, because there's 2 Emily's. So are you referring to?
Oh, is it a different Emily?
Yeah. So Emily,
Got it.
it's Lien.
Okay. Different Emily.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a different Emily. However, Emily Spriggs joined me in January, and she's done with me, I think, about 8 to 10. She's gotten 8 to 10 funded with me as well too.
So do you mind saying how much you made on this first deal?
I make $3,000 for every connection.
Nice. That's not too shabby.
No.
So what he's doing is he's introducing two people. I'm oversimplifying it, but in a very simplified way, he's introducing two people and getting paid on that. That's amazing. And so this is a co-living property. He's who kept it? Was it Jackson that kept it?
So no, the borrower Raphael.
The borrower.
He held up to it. So right now he actually has over 300 co-living properties in Florida right now.
That's amazing. That is phenomenal. So some underlying themes that both of Talon and Dan have here. They're not lone wolves. They needed it. They needed other people to help them make money. What do you attribute your success to, Dan? Because you were like, I had $3,000 left to my name and I purchased Gator, and then all of a sudden we blinked and you have a million deals done. So what was it that you did that you can attribute to maybe new Gators or new people in real estate? That what set you apart from maybe someone that doesn't take any action and still hasn't done a deal?
I think, it's about your mentality, honestly. For me, I was kind of at the end of the rope and I was like, I'm going to do whatever the hell it takes to make this work. So I literally did everything that Pace said. I was reaching out to people like 5 Gators a day, making connections, doing this, that, and the other, until something kind of just clicked. And if you find your place, like the mentality and the mindset is the biggest thing. If you look at this negatively, you're only going to find negative. If you look at this positively, and if you try to really make something with it, you will find your way. I'm the first person to say whether or not something is legitimate. This is 1000% legitimate. And if you stay positive and if you just keep trucking through, no matter what people keep saying to you, like with Jackson, when that EMD deal failed, I was in my head, I was like, okay, all right, let's keep going on to the next one. But I kept going. I didn't stop. I didn't listen to the, great, another failed one. I just kept going. And that is the biggest piece of this is you got to delegate get rid of the negative talk, even if you're going to hear it, but you got to, you got to keep moving forward. That's the biggest advice I can give is no matter what you're saying to yourself, I can guarantee you that this will work if you put the work into it. You just got to keep going. You'll make it.
10,000%. Talon's over there being like, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
he didn't say nothing wrong. He's telling
and
everything right.
He was saying the same thing. It took it from 2016 to 2000. Did you say this year or last year? 2020.
This year.
So it took almost 9 years for him to get his first deal. And he did not give up. Dan's first deal fell apart. Deals will fall apart. I think more deals fall apart than actually go together. I mean, that go through. And sometimes it's a blessing in disguise that they don't go through. But that is something you both have is you don't quit and you keep going and have a great mindset. That's amazing. So what else was I going to ask? What we would tell people is don't quit. What's next? What's going to happen next year? You're going to be like, I don't know. You're going to be a bajillionaire. You're going to be the next, you're going to be on like Elon Musk status, the way the trajectory that you're going on. So what's next?
So, I'm trying to really like make capital raising like my own kind of business, and really have that go. So, I'm interested in meeting new borrowers and helping people with that. But, I'm also looking to connect with them. But, so for me, it's turning that capital raising into like a kind of a business that I can kind of, take to the next level. But also, I also partnered at Squad Up with Jackson, one of my lenders named Thomas, and a friend named Joe, where we're going to start to be like a lender as well. So we're going to do fix and flips, co-living properties, take the money that we make with that and start to like lend out to people. Like, if someone needed 100% funding, we could do that. We could do transactional. We're going to try to be like kind of that everything too. So our goal for next year was supposed to be 8 million.
Yes.
So
No problem
go.
for you.
let's see what happens. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be fix and flip and co-living and start to be lenders. And I really want to take capital raising and make a business of it for myself.
I love that. Okay, so me and everybody else watching, how can people get a hold of you? What do you want? What can people bring you to help you get to that goal next year of $8 million or whatever? How can people, what can they bring you and how can they reach out to you?
Yeah. So you guys can reach out to me. I'm facebook.com /Dan.Gagliotti. Really what I'm looking for, like kind of like right now. So I'm just really looking for private money lenders to connect with. We've got right now, we have 8 properties under contract. So we're trying to move forward with that. And then we're also just looking for like solid properties in like Georgia, Texas, Florida as well. Either fix and flip or do co with in North Carolina as well. Yes. So that's really just where I'm at with things. Connect with lenders or any other connectors. That'd be awesome too.
Love it. And then, and we have, if you're not watching live, you're just listening. He has his Facebook. Facebook, you're Dan Gagliotti. Am I saying that right? I'm probably butchering your name.
It's Gagliotti. It's okay. You're good.
I told Talon before, I'm like, if I can butcher a name not on purpose, I will. So I apologize.
It's all good.
Okay. So Facebook is how you want people to reach out. How else can people reach out to you? What's the best way besides Facebook, or is there any other way?
I can I was going to say my cell phone, but I probably better if I give my email. So you can reach me at everydaylifeinvestor@outlook.com.
That's a good one.
And then, those would be the 2 main ones. Those are really just the ones that I just kind of just hang with for now.
Perfect. All right. Well, that was amazing. I can't wait to watch you guys both just take off.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Both of your stories were just so inspiring. This has been an action-packed filled live Q&A. So I'm so happy that the both of you got to come on today. And I mean, I feel like if Talon and Dan can do this, like, and you're a viewer that's watching right now and you're still maybe struggling to get your first deal, or maybe you want to and you're not a part of the community yet, like, they're showcasing how real this is. So I just really loved hearing both of your stories. But yeah, so maybe you do want to be better about getting yourself around the right people. Like I feel like Talon and Dan's story, it was a lot having to do with like surrounding yourself with the people that are positive, that are going to keep trucking with you. So I feel like that's a really important thing to take out of being a part of real estate and trying to get those deals done. So I just wanted to drop a little link in the chat for everyone. If you are interested to come to Pace Morby's live training, he's going to be doing one on the 29th so that you can kind of learn like what this community is all about and kind of get an opportunity to be placed on a team potentially, so that you can get your first deal as well. So that's super exciting.
Those you do not want to miss one of Pace's trainings. Those are free. I think it's free, right? It's a free training.
Yeah, it is
and it's from the master. Like, They are made. Yes.
Yeah, this
don't
is the
miss that.
person, if you don't
is-
know, I'm sure you know who Pace Morby is because you're probably a part of the Facebook group if you're watching. But yeah, he's the person that created all of these communities. So
Yes. Don't sleep on it for sure.
definitely. And then maybe if you're watching today and you are a part of one of the communities, whether that is Sub 2, Top Tier TC, or Gator, we definitely want to give you an opportunity to kind of share your story like Talon and Dan did today. So I will drop Taya's email in the chat as well so that you can reach out to her and tell her about a deal. Tell her about your story because honestly, it is so fun and inspiring to be a part of these. And we definitely want to showcase that.
Yes.
So cool.
Taya is so
And
much
then
fun.
yeah, definitely. And then lastly, I know, Carly, you mentioned briefly that you're planning on attending a meetup that Talon is also going to be at as well. So I also wanted to drop a link to the meetup map. So if you're watching today and you're like, hey, I live near Talon and Carly, I want to be a part of this too. Feel free to save a link or bookmark this link, I guess, so that you can see when people are meeting up and you can be a part of it too.
And if you're in Washington, come hang out with Talon and I in Bellevue on the 23rd. I bet you anything it's on that map. And if it's not, we'll make sure it is on that map. But yeah, I want to see everyone. So, or go,
Yay.
this is, you guys, someone was asking me like, what would the advice you'd give to a new real estate investor today? And I'm like, get in the right rooms. Get in those rooms. Get in the Pace Morby Zooms that he's doing a free training on. Go to those meetups. Those meetups just aren't for community members. They're for everyone. Those really are. You heard both Dan and Talon be like, I could not do this without other people. That's where you are going to meet those people to do your first deals. In those Zooms with Pace, in the real life events. And I'm going to try to do some deals with both of you too before the end of the year. That's my goal. So
let's do it.
Do it.
Awesome. Well, here's to more deals this coming year. And I will let everyone have a wonderful rest of their Thursday. Again, thank you so much for being here. Y'all, if you're watching, Talon, Carly, and Dan, nobody paid them to be here. They're here out of their own kindness of their heart. So feel free to blow them up, send them deals. That's what this is all about.
Thanks for having us. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.